The automobile revolution. The Model T was the first car. It was created by Henry Ford. Most people bought the car for a lot of uses, like traveling to work or just traveling for fun. The car costed about $900 brand new, but when the assembly line started, it dropped down to $600 because a lot were being made in a short time. Henry Ford produced 8 versions of the car before the Model T. The models were A, B, C, F, K, and R and S, but they weren't remarkable automobiles. By the mid-1920s, he had won the automobile revolution. The sale of automobiles had become an important component to the country's economy because so much were being sold and people were buying them. Sacco and Vanzetti. They were Italian immigrants. They were found guilty of a crime but were actually innocent. They were anarchists and that's why they got targeted. They both had the electric chair death penalty. First, only Vanzetti was on trial for attempted armed robbery. This occurred on December 24th, 1919. It was Christmas Eve. On the second trial, they were both found guilty and both had a death penalty, which was the electric chair.
This day in our past, Charles Lindbergh. He took off in New York, landed in a field outside of Paris, France. I landed my Spirit of St. Louis near Paris. I was the first man to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. I was only 25 years old. My nicknames were Slim, Lucky Lindy, and the Lone Eagle. My occupations included flying, being an author, inventor, and explorer, and a social activist. I was born February 4th, 1902 in Detroit, Michigan. I had 11 children, boys and girls. I was married to Anne Morrow Lindbergh. I was a movie star, and my 20-month-old baby boy Chaz A. Lindbergh Jr. was abducted after my flight. Later on December 4th, 1927, a special act of Congress awarded me with the Medal of Honor heroism during combat.
Okay, today we have Al Capone and we're going to ask him a few questions. What was your home life like?
It was pretty good. I was married to my lady May Capone. I have one child named Albert Francis Capone, nicknamed Sonny. I had 8 siblings, brothers and sisters. I was born January 17th, 1899 in Brooklyn, New York. I was in my early 20s when I moved to Chicago. I'm an Italian immigrant, and I was expelled from school at the age of 14, and after that, I joined a gang.
What were your occupations?
My occupations included being a gangster, a bootlegger, a criminal, a racketeer, and a boss of the Chicago outfit. I was a highly visible public figure. Also, I got in trouble with smuggling alcohol.
So we all know you went to jail, but what did you go to jail for? For prison, you know.
Well, first of all, it was an 11-year sentence in Alcatraz. I got in trouble with mainly didn't pay my taxes, but on the side they never caught me for prostitution. Well, I wasn't the one that was doing prostitution. I was getting the prostitutes. And smuggling alcohol and just living the life.
Okay, thank you, Al. And now in sports news, back to the golden age of American sports, we have George Herman, a.k.a. Babe Ruth, the right fielder of the New York Yankees, getting his 400th home run today. He's a perfect hero of the Roaring '20s. Yeah, I'd have to say that.
Yeah.
Baseball is one of the most popular pastimes of the United States of America. Boxing is also becoming popular too. Heavyweight champion Jack Dempsey is just as famous as Babe Ruth. Right now, professional football and basketball are minor sports. Not much into there.
In other news, the KKK has been revived by a man by the name of Colonel William Joseph Simmons. He revived the Klan after seeing D.W. Griffith's film, Birth of a Nation, which portrayed the Klansmen as great heroes. In its second incarnation, the Klan moved beyond just targeting blacks and broadened its message of hate to include Catholics, Jews, and foreigners. The Klan promoted fundamentalism and devout patriotism, along with advocating white supremacy. They blasted bootleggers, motion pictures, and espoused a return to clean living, appealing to the folks uncomfortable with the shifting nature of America from a rural. This year, about 3 million to as high as 8 million Klansmen has formed the secret organization and estimated for a national membership. Doctors, lawyers, ministers became loyal supporters of the KKK. In Ohio alone, their ranks surged to 300,000. Even northeastern states were not immune. In Pennsylvania, memberships reached 200,000. The Klan remained a clandestine society, but it was by no means isolated or marginalized.